It is.
Hunter, what's going on, man?
Dude, sorry about this. I don't know what's going on.
We got it. We got it working. For two guys that do business on the internet, we got a lot of
Yeah, I know.
technology issues here.
No, exactly. That's all right, but
But yeah,
the
yeah,
phone,
we
the
got
phone works,
working.
right?
What's going on,
Okay.
man? Thanks for being on Sick and Wrong.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry about lagging, dude. Fucking girlfriend, she fucks with me all the time. So
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah.
ask you about that. Your girlfriend changes your password on your Skype. Does she know who she's fucking with? Like what you could do
Yeah,
to her?
yeah, but then I just get into her shit. No, she just gets drunk and fucks with me, so whatever. It was only literally for like 30 minutes, and that was it. It was like because like I couldn't get in my fucking email. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then yeah, we just fought for a good half an hour, and then I saw you emailing me. I was like, oh fuck! So I didn't want you to
Yeah.
think I was like dodging you or
Oh
anything.
yeah, that guy. That's one thing I always tended to do. Like when I live with a girl or whatever. It's just like just don't be on my fucking computer because you're gonna find
Yeah,
something that's going to upset you, and then we're going to have a fight. You know,
yeah, no, exactly.
and
Yeah,
I
I
don't
shouldn't
go on
really
her
get upset
computer.
about anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, yeah. People only go on that shit to find something to get mad about.
It's like looking through someone's cell
Yeah,
phone. Same
yeah,
kind,
exactly.
same kind of
Yeah.
thing. Well, Hunter, thanks for being on Sick and Wrong. I'm stoked to have you here on the show.
Well,
Um,
thank you.
I got to say, I was never like a huge fan of your site. I liked it. I jacked off to it a few times. I guess I prefer the video sites a bit better, the tube sites.
Yeah, definitely.
But what I do admire about you is you are an internet villain. You are a total internet villain, and you don't hide behind an alias. Like you
No,
are
fuck
completely
no.
open with your identity. So what I admire about
Yeah.
you are your massive balls. So how does it feel to be one of the most reviled people on the internet?
I don't know. It's kind of weird because like I used to be, very hated, like fucking hated. I mean, I got stabbed, like 'cause people didn't
Yeah,
like me.
did you get stabbed by a
Um,
pen?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I completely deserved it, so it's not like it's totally my fault.
Well, I like you
So it
acknowledge
wasn't
that,
like,
but
yeah, yeah. So I was like super hated, and then in the last year since I've sold Does Anyone Up, it's completely changed. Now I'm completely loved. I don't really have hate. I have hate from like stupid ass people in fucking I don't know Ohio or something that don't even never knew what was Is Anyone Up was. But I don't know. It's completely different. It's changed. Like people used to talk shit to me when I'd
mhm.
be in restaurants, but now people come up to me and fucking want a picture and autograph. So it's weird. It's completely weird.
Yeah, why?
Um,
I mean, why do
yeah,
you think it's changed? Because you're still like I still see some negative press about you and like on Gawker and some of the blogs. There's like women's groups now, like this new one by Holly Jacobs, the founder of the advocacy group and revenge porn that is like gunning specific, like mentioning you specifically. Why do you think there's this change in attitude?
I don't. I mean, I could give a fuck less about some dumb bitch fucking trying to do whatever. But yeah, I don't know. The attitude's changed just because people, I don't know. It's weird because people were like, "Oh, Hunter Moore's doing this to me. That's why I'm on the site and shit." So like, they never took in, consideration that the person they trusted put them on the site. I was just, you know, making sure they're 18 and kind of making fun
Yeah,
of
you're
them.
the
But
facilitator.
yeah.
Yeah.
So so that's how it was. But now it's weird because like I created revenge porn basically, and then put on, and people would never send me pictures, and now people are willingly sending me the pictures. So, it's kind of like, I don't know. There's just so many different parts to it, especially because people didn't really, there's so much bad press
It's true.
about me and nothing about the good things that I did. I mean, I did amazing things with Does Anyone Up. I mean, I put people in jail. I've stopped a lot of animal abuse, and
Probably
then,
get a lot of
you know,
pedophiles. I mean,
yeah, I put a ton of pedophiles. I put almost put 100 pedophiles in jail just in 1 year alone. Was Anyone Up? Like I did amazing stuff, and no one obviously was going to focus on that. But
yeah. See,
when Is Anyone Up?
I mean, you're kind of like a vigilante that shows titties.
Yeah, kind of.
You
Yeah, I
know.
just like boobs. I like of-age boobs. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it. But people see, now people have like seen who I actually am. Like I give a ton of fucking money to, the ASPCA. I help a ton of fucking charities, and people kind of actually see who I am, and the idea has kind of changed about me.
What?
So, and plus guys like me now. So,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I bet you like you're popular in probably every frat house across the country. And
yeah,
and not to
exactly.
mention, I mean, you are an internet celebrity, whether being a notorious celebrity or whatnot. And because you're a celebrity, and because you have X 100,000 Twitter followers, people admire you, want to take their picture with you, hang out with you. So I think they're
Yeah,
willing
it's
to
weird.
forget, the negative attributes of is anyone up. So the site, how did it all start? Like how did you create revenge porn? Like how did this happen?
I mean, it wasn't like I sat on my couch one day and was like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck a bunch of people over. It was more like I was literally, well, it was weird just because I had came. What happened was I won a shit ton of money in a lawsuit, and I traveled the world, and then I came home. I literally I spent 300 grand in a year. Like,
Damn,
I
what
just
what
blew
happened?
it.
Did you get hit by a
No,
car or something?
no, I got basically raped at work. I can't really talk about
Oh,
it,
okay,
but
okay.
just because I'll get sued. And
Yeah.
anyways, I won a bunch of money, and then I traveled the world, and I was living, fucking like a A-list celebrity, basically living in, paying $1,500 a night. I lived in the fucking W Hotel in Sydney,
Nice.
Australia for a month. Like, fucking ridiculous. So I come back, to my parents' house, and I'm broke. Like, I have no money, no job. I was like 23 or something. And, I created a couple other businesses, and I was doing pretty well, and they were pretty fucking illegal. So I was like, just sitting on my parents' couch, and I had negative $120 in my bank account. And
Wow.
my
So
friend Lally was,
in a
yeah,
year, you went from 300K to negative 120?
yeah.
That must have been one hell of a fucking year. Seriously.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. And I do not regret any minute or any. I don't regret any of it. It was amazing.
Hell
But
yeah.
yeah. So I was just sitting there on my couch, and like I had someone break into my house, and like they stole my computer. I literally had nothing, dude. Like I had to do some horrible shit for money I would never talk about. But I was sitting on my couch. I had a computer that my friend Craig gave to me that only had a keyboard, but there was no monitor attached to it. So I had this old school, like 1998, like big ViewSonic monitor connected to this fucking
An
thing.
old
And
CRT.
it was fucking horrible. Anyways, my friend Lally was like, dude, I want to see, I was fucking some like famous guy's girlfriend at the time. And he was like, I want to see,
Can't
her
mention any
news. And I was
names.
like, oh, no, I can't. But, dude, I've been through the fucking loops with the, getting sued, kind
Oh
of
yeah,
over
yeah,
that.
yeah. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
But yeah,
I'd beep it out
I mean, there's
anyway.
anyone updates, I'd be like, fuck it, whatever. But so anyways, yeah, they just want to see this girl naked, and so did my other friends. So we tried to get on Skype or iChat or some shit. I don't fucking know, and like it wouldn't connect. So I just I put on. Or I was promoting clubs at the time, and I had Is Anyone Up. That's why it was called Is Anyone Up. It was for nightlife.
So,
And
is Anyone Up was your website that already existed at that point?
yeah, it was
It's
just a
just a
domain
blog.
that I had paid for. Yeah, I actually, when I had a ton of money, I bought it when I first, I had my money, and I paid for 2 years advance. So I had it just sitting there,
Oh, all
and
right, all
so
right.
I just, yeah, plus hosting and all that shit. So I put it on there, and because Jonathan was like, dude, it wouldn't connect and shit. So he's like, dude, just put it on Is Anyone Up. I was like, fuck it, all right. So I put it on Is Anyone Up, and then we just all started adding to it. And then my friend Carlos, like, I mean, we're all just scumbags. Like all of our friends.
So
just
these are
fucking were putting pictures there.
these were your personal pictures of just chicks that you photographed naked, like girls that you banged or whatever, friends.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so it's kind of like you're like picture sharing with your friends. Like, check out this chick I
yeah,
banged. Check out this. Okay, I can see that.
yeah. And like, no one would know the fucking domains because like I never, it was never anywhere or public at all. And then, literally a couple of weeks later, I just happened to check the analytics because I wanted to see what friends were looking at it when, and because like I forget, it was like Stat Tracker or something, like I think Alexa or something. You could like actually bring up the map.
Yeah, you can see the rankings.
And no, you can actually see where the traffic is coming from if you don't have like massive traffic, and it would bring it up on the map or whatever. I think it was Alexa or something else maybe. Huh. But anyways, I checked it and I had 14,000 uniques on it, and I was like, holy fuck. And I've been creating businesses my whole life, so a little fucking light bulb went off my head. I was like, I can make some money off of this.
Like, people like naked chicks.
Like, yeah. So I kind of added to it, and I just was blogging on it, and I was writing stories and and posting pictures and of like all the girls I was fucking and like the gross shit that happened to me, and then like some naked girls, and then people just started emailing me shit like on my Facebook, like other people from all over, and so I put a submission thing up on there, and then that was it, and it literally just blew up overnight. Then about 6 months later.
Were you concerned about legality, or were you concerned about repercussions from these girls finding out, maybe sending their Chuck Norris dad after you or something?
Fuck, dude. No, dude, like when you're, for one, I mean, my neighborhood is fucking HUD. Like all my friends are gangsters. I don't really give a shit. Like my family's fucking scary as fuck. I'm like the pussiest one in the bunch. So I mean, if anyone's gonna fuck with me, no one's gonna really fuck with me. And plus, like I had no fucking money. Like I had been struggling so hard. Like, dude, it wouldn't even, if I went to jail, it wouldn't fucking matter. Like I was like the fucking lowest of lows at that point. And like I don't know.
Nothing to lose.
If you've ever been that poor, yeah. But I was so fucking poor, so it was just like whatever. And then, I mean, within the first, I think it was like a month and a half in, I got my first advertiser for $500. I was like, fuck this, I'm taking over the internet. And then, then I started making 30 grand a month.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. So you're getting, like from what I read, the stats here, 30 million hits a month. That's insane.
But we were doing way more than that. I mean, we were doing we did, I think the biggest day I think we ever had was like 789,000 uniques.
Jesus,
so I mean, plus I mean, so it got pretty insane, and that was 6 months in. So I mean, my rank was insane on Google. It was fucking nuts.
Who were your advertisers? Like, is it all other porn sites?
No, it was weird because like it was weird because I didn't want. If Anyone Up was not a porn site, that's what people don't get. And what I didn't want is Anyone Up to be. It was not a porn site. Like there rarely would there be a girl masturbating. Like it was just tits and dicks. And all I wanted to create was porn you can fuck with, but not actual porn. So I didn't want any fucking porn like advertising. So. And a lot of it was just based in the club scene and like band scene, like show scene and stuff. So it was kind of a niche community. So all the labels were advertising on my site.
Okay.
So I mean, I had
legitimate
every fucking label. Yeah, legitimate advertisers. I mean, I had a ton. I mean, dude, the traffic I was doing, they'd be fucking morons not to put ads on there.
For sure.
And then, but then, I mean, when you're doing 700+ thousand uniques a day, your fucking bandwidth is ridiculous. So. I mean, and then I started getting DOS and hit by fucking
DOS attacks,
all kinds of idiots. So, yeah, I mean, I was paying out. I memean, dude, you should saw my bills. I mean, I was paying up to 20 grand a month just for security. So,
yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, I was wondering if you were going to be a subject of attacks by like these white knight groups on the internet or hackers. Either A, because you're getting so much traffic and they're jealous, or B, because they're like, this guy's besmirching women on the internet. I was wondering, were you open to attacks like that?
No, not until the stupid soccer mom movement of fucking bullies and shit got big, that any of that stuff even started coming into play. But it was kind of whatever. But like my server guys, I mean, they've all been fucking to prison for doing horrible shit on the computer. So, I probably had the best team you could possibly have.
So you had a crack team of hackers?
Yeah. So we were getting hit with DOSes. I mean, we were getting hit by Anonymous. Like,
yeah, that's what I was wondering, if they were going to come on and attack you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was towards the end. We were getting hit by full force Anonymous, and their fucking botnets. This is when the botnets were like huge at the time. couldn't even phase our fucking servers or my guys. I mean, we had the craziest algorithms to get around it, and it was just yeah, it was kind of just like child's play. Like, we had a tough time working it out just because of just server guy issues, and I mean, actual who we were renting the servers from were kind of idiots. But I mean,
and not to
for
mention,
about a month,
it's costly.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, that was about it. Other than that, though, it didn't really affect me. We didn't really give a shit. We thought it was funny because it's just traffic, and we trolled the trolls.
So tell me, it is kind of like you were trolling the actual trolls. It's rather meta. So tell me, like, you had you created a new genre of porn, revenge porn, and the reason I guess there's so much hostility is because you connected the pictures with the Facebook page of the person in the picture, right? Like, so the people the submitter would post a picture of their ex-girlfriend naked on your site and then include her personal Facebook page.
Oh, yeah. Then, well, the internet is all based on SEO, so you want to have as much information about the person as possible. So, you put their first, last name, and their city, and then, we direct link to all your social networks so everybody can fucking talk shit to you and share it through all social networks. And that's why... they call it revenge porn. I call it porn you can fuck with, because that's basically what it is. Because it's not just people fucking on the screen. You can actually talk to these people. But what the weird thing is people got married off my site, like from getting their nudes posted on there, like all kinds of weird shit. So
that's a weird way to meet your fiance.
It is.
I saw you naked on Is Anyone Up? Let's get married.
I mean, I've had couples send me gifts. I've been invited to tons of weddings. Like, it's pretty weird.
So weren't you worried about like somebody, stalking one of these chicks because they saw her Facebook and they get all this personal information on her and then maybe like raping her and eating her corpse or something?
No, fuck no.
that never concerned you?
No, I mean, I've done interviews with fucking just stupid people tell me this shit. Like, oh, this girl came out saying she was stalked by whoever. I mean, I don't know. I've never heard that happening. I've never seen that happening. And I mean, don't fucking take a picture with your finger in your asshole to some random boy you met on the internet 15 minutes ago. And we wouldn't have to worry about any of this. I mean, it's,
that doesn't raise
I mean,
me, actually.
I don't want anybody to be hurt by it. I don't want anybody to, or get anyone to be physically harmed by this. Ever. But I mean, dude, you're not paying my bills. I got to pay my bills. So, yeah.
Well, very capitalist attitude there. The one thing that blows my mind is it kind of shows you how much of a narcissistic society we're becoming. Like we're putting pictures of ourselves at compromising positions on the internet, personal information about yourself on a Facebook page. Like some people include their fucking phone numbers.
No, I know. And it's I mean, if anything, I mean, I'm glad Is Anyone Up is gone, and I'm, hopefully I educated people on technology, and that was kind of like my main point to get across, because these people are just fucking dumb. Like, for me, as the personality that I have, I don't give a shit, especially when I don't have anything to lose. But I mean, I had FBI agents submitted to me. I've had all kinds of people with amazing jobs and amazing lifestyles who could, have it all ruined by this one picture, and they're sending out, fucking these, pictures of these guys that work for the FBI sucking on dildos, and like, just, I had a guy who was a top military fucking, I don't know, he was some kind of intelligence dude and some shit, and he's in his desk computer, at his work, licking his cum and sending it to some girl in his uniform and everything.
Wait, he sent you the picture, or she sent the picture?
No, she submitted it, and it's just like, I don't know, I don't, and then, these girls go on these fucking shows, and, this stupid bitch probably leading this campaign of like, oh, let's stop revenge porn. It all fucking starts with you fucking dumb bitch. Like, there's no, you shouldn't point the finger at anybody else but yourself. Stop fucking sending these pictures, and people won't be able to post this content or make sites like this. If we lived in a nerfy fucking, goody good perfect world, there wouldn't be sites like this, but there is.
I mean, sites like this are going to exist anyway. I mean, that's the thing. She can fight one site, there's going to be another one.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's the digital age. But
it fucking frustrates me. I don't. I mean, I've been dealing with this shit for so long, and I'm just glad I'm
yeah,
you
but
know out
you're
of
the
it.
internet villain. We blame you for starting all this.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I wouldn't have a site if you weren't fucking retarded. So, but people's stupidity makes me a lot of money. So,
So what happened? Is anyone up? Like, why did you take it down? Was it because of lawsuits? Was it like a moral quandary you felt all of a sudden?
well, see, for me, I feel like I have no morals, but I am a human being, and there were certain lines that were crossed as far as me being a human being. So when I did Anderson Cooper is when all the fucking creeps came out. So, I had a whole team dealing with age verifying. I had 5 kids in my downstairs, kitchen, all just age verifying all fucking day.
How do you do that?
Oh, it's easy. I mean, it's all. We only dealt with digital images. It's not like if someone scanned a Polaroid picture, we're not going to put that on the site. It has to be a digital image. All digital images have a timestamp or EXIF data. And then we just find out your birthday, and then we find out when that picture was taken, and then it's all just process of elimination. So it's from if we can't find the birthday, we won't use it. I mean, we have to have we have records and files of everything and everybody that was posted, everybody that was reported, all
Did
kinds
you
of
get
shit.
a lot
So,
of
yeah,
pictures you didn't use, like pictures of celebrities or pictures
hundreds
of?
of thousands, if not millions, like tons.
I mean, you think about
I had
extortion
yeah.
possibilities here.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I have, dude. The phone I'm on right now, my iPhone, I could sell to TMZ for millions and millions of dollars. I have tons of celebrities on my phone right now. And that's the only stuff I've ever kept from is anyone else.
That's funny.
So yeah.
So what was it? So it ballooned up. It got huge. It got a little bit too much to handle. So you just were like, I'm cutting it. It's done.
Well, no, it got to the point where, when it started out, it was just for the scene and this group of people. We all knew each other, and it was all a bunch of people that knew each other online or something. It was just a scene. And then once Anderson Cooper, I did Anderson Cooper, then it turned into it turned corporate, I felt like, and that's what it was about. And like, I couldn't handle the traffic. I couldn't handle the children fucking with dicks in their mouths and people fucking dogs and cutting their heads off and fucking their heads, like this horrible shit. And then at the end of it, I could deal with it only because I hired people to deal with it. And, but then it got to a point where, it was a revenge porn site, but then it went to death revenge, which was where girls at school hated one of their peers and would be like, they passed away, like killed themselves or got in a car accident or whatever, and they would find the pictures of them mangled in the car or hung themselves, and then would submit those pictures. Yeah,
that's particularly insidious. I mean, so people would submit that to you, and you didn't post that, right?
Fuck no, I wouldn't post that. But it wouldn't be on revenge. It was like you're going after the family now, so it was like, it was hard to like deal with that shit with the police because that stuff was like public. And that was another thing, dealing with the FBI, getting raided all the time, like just fucking horrible shit. It was just kind of like, dude, I'm fucking over it.
You're just like, I don't want to deal with this.
So, yeah.
I mean, how often did you get raided?
I don't know, it was like 6 times, but it was always at 6 in the morning, 3 weeks apart, and I'd wake up with a shotgun in my face and they'd take all my shit. And then I'd have to go to Fry's and buy all new shit.
God, yeah, I couldn't even. And then you're dealing also at this point with all the notoriety. Like, so in public, what would people say to you if you're like eating dinner at McDonald's or something?
I mean, like I hear people like talk shit, but like I'm a big fucking dude, and like I just want an excuse to punch someone in the face. So I was just like, especially then. So like I never really had anybody talk shit, and like. I mean, everybody I was with was always really fucking scary looking. So I never had like people really talk shit to me, but the people that really understood the site would come up to me and be like, want pictures or a hug or some shit, which I always thought was weird. But I never really had like, people wanting to attack me. I mean, I got death threats all the time and like stupid shit like that. But
you get just massive hate mail.
I mean, I made $100,000 off of getting stabbed and writing a story about it and posting the picture. So it's like, I want you to fucking do something to my house. Like,
what happened? What happened with that though? Where were you when you got stabbed?
I was at my house in my driveway. I hung the fuck over. I just had a big party. It was like when the site first started. It was about 2 months old, and we had these 2 girls come over, and there was like 10 of my guy friends, and they were like doing blow off our dicks and stuff. We were just taking pictures, and they were all fucked up. And I said, "Can I put your pictures on the site?" And they were like, "Yes," you know. And like I recorded her saying yes, all this shit. And like, I was just being a fucking asshole. I don't think she knew how popular the site was. So I put it on the site, and then obviously when she got home, she realized how popular Is Anyone Up was, and she just came over here with her whole she came over here with her whole Mexican family, and I was just walking out of my to get the mail. It was probably like 12 or 1 in the afternoon, and this fucking van just like exploded with Mexican people, and they just all these women just started beating the shit out of me, and then one of them stabbed me in the shoulder, and then they all got in the van and left.
Well, I mean, like, why'd she use a pen? Like, why not bring a knife or something?
I just think she was so angry. You know,
she just wasn't
grabbed
thinking.
It was in the van.
Yeah, it was premeditated.
And I didn't press charges or anything because I felt like I deserved it. Plus, I looked so badass with the pictures, so I wasn't really tripping. But my friends were like, "Holy shit!" Like, because they were all, still asleep in my house. And then, that was pretty much it, man. It was whatever. Then I wrote the story because, so many people wanted, they wanted the downfall of Hunter and all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
so many people were waiting for your demise here. So what, what ended up happening here? You stopped doing Is Anyone Up? The site's down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I heard you were launching a new one called HunterMoore.tv. What's up with that one?
Well, that was just me trolling. I was really, really drunk in New York at the time, and my friend Damien, we're just doing tons of fucking blow, and we were like, what would be hella funny is if we call the lady at the Washington Post, because she always wanted an interview with me, and told her to meet us downtown, and I'll give her an interview about the new site we're launching. So we brought her down, and we were just trolling her, like being a fucking asshole. And we told her we were going to put mapping and all this stupid shit on the site.
It was hilarious. It was like you're like, we're creating this stalker site, and you got all this negative press.
Yeah, which was great, and then it was fun. This will just put into reality what a fucking joke Anonymous is. So Anonymous goes and they hack my server, right? So we set up this fake fucking server just to put, the splash screen, basically. So, HunterMoore.tv's coming. So they quote unquote hacked me and took all my mapping plans, and they took the code and destroyed it, which you can look on this.
I don't understand why Anonymous chooses these battles. Like, what gain do they get out of this?
I could trip over a fucking rock and crack my head open, and I'm sure they'll post a thing on their Twitter. Oh, Anonymous fucking hacks the Matrix and puts a fucking rock in Hunter's driveway and cracks his head open. I don't know. I don't fucking know. They're not the Crips and Bloods. They all have my fucking... I post my social security number and my address, and nobody's ever came here. They've doxed me a million times. I retweet my dox. Well, I have almost 200,000 followers.
That's what I'm saying.
You think someone would come over here?
You're an internet villain, but yet you're honest about who you are, what you've done. Whereas Anonymous hides behind those masks, and no one even knows what they do. They just do DOS attacks.
Well, the thing is that there is real Anonymous, and I completely respect real Anonymous. I don't respect these script kiddies who fucking all they do is go on these blogs and these forums or Pastebin or wherever the fuck they're at, and they just download scripts and click. That's all they do. And you can, they're just running codes that do the work for them, and then they call themselves Anonymous,
but they're not really
Anonymous.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's funny because all the people that were quote unquote hacking me, they're all gone now or in jail or fucking, they're all just like 16, 17-year-old kids just being fucking morons. But, it's they're not the Crips and Bloods. Like, you want to come over here and deal with a real motherfucker, come here, because I'll make a ton of money off if you beat me up or I beat you up. Like, that's content for me. But nobody's came over here, and nobody ever will. So.
That's a good attitude. So what does the future hold here for Hunter Moore? What do you plan to do? next few years?
Well, I plan to, keep. I mean, really, I'm working on a. Sorry, I was thinking.
Are you
right
done
now I'm
with
working
porn?
on a. No, fuck no. I love tits. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, if you want to just see girls send me boobs and people do horrible shit for me all day. But no, right now I'm working on a no-kill shelter in Northern California for animals. And then, just do a lot of the good for saving puppies and shit. But other than that, I'm working on a new app, which is going to be called IAU. Basically bringing Is Anyone Up back. But I found a way to, make getting your dick sucked as easy as ordering pizza online. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's gonna be a fun ride.
I've always wondered about that because you know what? My brother uses an app called Grinder, which is basically it's just an app on your phone.
Yeah, it's a gay version.
It's a gay version. So you're making a straight version of Grinder?
No, definitely not. It's for everybody. Gays, straight, trannies, I don't give a shit, whatever the fuck they're into. But for me is I want people to get off their fucking phones and be social. And I want to make sure there's no more catfishes. I mean, Facebook is ruined. Nobody fucking uses Facebook anymore. And Twitter has a ton of fakes and catfishes, meaning, people impersonating other people using their pictures. Well, I found a way to make sure there's no more anonymous online. And, so there'll never be any
fighting
more
anonymity online. Wow.
Yes. And,
it's an uphill battle.
No, not. I mean, when you see my app coming, you're like, what the fuck? This technology's been there forever. But, I have a really, really strong community that grows every day. So we're, basically we're just going to start out how we did. And I just want to get people laid. I just want people to have sex and have fun and party and, bring back the old social networking days.
You are not much of a villain. You're more of a compassionate individual. Maybe people are gonna, people I think are gonna realize this. So you're an innovator on the internet, and think about it too. With your reputation, you could always have a career as like a Republican politician or something. If worse comes to worse.
I plan to get in politics after I completely take over the internet.
For sure. So Hunter, what's your Twitter handle so people can see some titties?
Yeah, it's just at Hunter Moore. So
at
if you so if you like saving some animals and seeing some boobs and stuff,
why not check it out?
Hit the follow button. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to do that right after I got phone with you. Hey man, thanks for being on Sick and Wrong. You're fascinating. It's been a lot of fun chatting with you.
No, thank you for having me.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, take care.